Hey guys, it's Jessii Vee, and in today's video I'm going to be doing another It's Near You video. I'll be talking about a couple very haunted places in Norway, and one of those places is called the Fairy Tale Hotel. I love the name, but I don't love what happened there. What's also really exciting about today's video is that today is my virtual collab with the golden ticket winner from the Christmas mystery box. Our winner is named Alexis, and she is from Australia. So to kind of go along with the theme of today's video, she's going to be telling us a very creepy urban legend from where she's from. So it's an It's Near You video about two places, Norway and Australia. Before I get started though, in case you have not seen my previous video, I have a new January backdrop behind me. I love it because it's a white snowy owl, which gives me Harry Potter vibes. And we also have a very fancy moon, or it's a bubble. I'm not really sure. But if you would like to win it, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, so my Jessii Vee channel, turn on your notification bell, and then head over to my other channel called Moot, where I haven't posted in about 2 years. So if you're new here, you're probably like, who the heck is Moot? Moot is someone who has been following my husband and I from our previous house to our new house. In our old house, he lived in our crawl space. In our new house, he's living in our food pantry. So if you want to see about Moot, I have linked his channel down below. If you want to enter to win, you just have to be subscribed to him and comment on his most recent video. And that's all you have to do to be entered, and I'll be announcing the winner in a few weeks. Alright guys, so let's get right into today's video. Before I talk about the very haunted places in Norway, I'm gonna give this away to Alexis, who's going to be talking about drop bears from Australia. Here you go.
Hello everyone, I'm Alexis. I want to tell an urban legend where I'm from. I live in Australia and we are known for having some unique and interesting animals, such as koalas. Koalas are very cute and they look cuddly with their grey fur and fluffy ears. And koalas are very peaceful and spend most of their time eating leaves or sleeping at the tops of tall trees. However, there's a folklore tale about a killer species koala known as drop bears. Unlike the koala, they are meat eaters. They attack by jumping out of tall trees, latching onto their prey with their sharp claws. They are the size of a big dog with rough fur, sharp fang-like teeth, and powerful strong arms. Common drop bears are around 1 meter tall. There are legends about a mammoth-sized drop bear that is up to 5 meters tall. A full-grown drop bear can fit a human's head in its mouth. These tall tales are used to scare visitors while amusing locals. It's unknown where the story first came from, but it's a very common story to share. Locals will usually give advice on how not to get attacked, like sticking forks in your hair, speaking in an Australian accent, or putting Vegemite behind your ears, or putting it on your armpits, or putting it on like sunscreen. Even the Australian Museum has information on their website written in a serious tone, very much like the entries about the real animals. It's no wonder visitors got confused. There are some real dangerous creatures in Australia, but I'm glad this one's just an urban legend. After all, I'd much more rather just put Vegemite on my toes than my armpits. Thank you, Jessii Vee, for letting me do this. Bye.
Alright, thank you Alexis so much for being in a virtual collab with me today. I have a new fear. New fear unlocked. You spoke about this legend perfectly. I am terrified. Okay, so now I'm going to be talking about the Fairy Tale Hotel in Norway. So this hotel is also known as the Dalen Hotel. The Fairy Tale Hotel is kind of like its nickname. The Fairy Tale Hotel was built in 1892 and was once a popular place for European royalty to stay. It is also one of the largest wooden buildings in Norway. It was built to look like a Swiss chalet, and the architectural style is called dragon style, which I think is so cool. I want my house to be built in dragon style. If you go there, the staff will tell you a very disturbing tale about room 17, where a ghost known as the English lady spends her restless afterlife. So here is how the story goes. A woman known as Miss Greenfield checked into the Dalen Hotel on a spring morning in the late 19th century, and she stayed as a guest at the hotel for several months. months. I have to sneeze. Now, it was a little strange that she stayed there for so long, but as long as she was paying for her room, she wasn't doing anything wrong. She was allowed to stay there for as long as she wants, as long as there was payment. One day, she checked out of the hotel and left for good, and no one had any suspicions until staff tried to enter her room to clean it and found it locked. And after getting it open, they found an infant inside of it that wasn't alive. It was really weird because no one at the hotel knew that she was expecting a child the whole time she was there. No one knew she was pregnant. This woman had hid it from everyone and then just abandoned the poor thing and left the hotel for good. She was eventually found and arrested, but she took her life before her trial. And for some reason, her spirit decided to reside at the hotel forevermore. And to this day, a table is set for her in the hotel's restaurant. They always light a candle on her table for her, and it is said that the flame is never still. It is always flickering, as if she is there sitting in front of it, breathing. Visitors also claim to hear the sound of a baby crying, and if you even walk by the room or get close to it in any capacity, you can feel this unwelcoming presence. So yeah, that is obviously a very awful thing that happened there, and it's so weird that it's called the Fairy Tale Hotel because that sounds so magical and mystical and wonderful, but yet an awful murder occurred there. And then we have a place called Akershus Castle. King Haakon I started building the castle in 1290 to ward off attacks, and the castle was also an infamous prison. And looking at the castle's history, it's not surprising that it's haunted. Many visitors and employees claim to have experienced something that they cannot declare. People hear footsteps, disembodied voices, and smell strange smells. But there are a couple ghosts that reside here that are extremely strange. For example, there is a vicious ghost dog. All castles have their weak spots, however strong they may seem, and for Akershus Castle, this was the main gate. So back in the day, the gatekeeper came up with this really strange plan to keep enemies away. He decided to bury a guard dog at the main gate. The creepy part about this is that the guard dog was buried alive. So this dog returned as a very vengeful ghost that their enemies were terrified of. Once bitten by this dog, you were bound to die within 3 months in a very unhappy and painful way. There's also what's called the cloaked ghost. For decades, people claim to have seen a woman appear from the darkness, and she wears a long dark cloak and has no face. And this ghost is actually seen very often, like way more than the creepy ghost dog. And at the drawbridge, people claim to hear screams as if a battle takes place, and some even claim they feel somebody breathing down their necks. And this is said to be the ghost of the old gatekeeper, the one who buried the dog. So apparently his soul is trapped there too. And apparently his horse is said to be there as well in the afterlife. People will be walking around and just see this ghostly horse run by them, and it apparently really scares them, which I don't blame them for. Anyways guys, those are the 2 places I wanted to talk about in Norway. If you want me to do more It's Near You videos, give this video a thumbs up and let me know. And don't worry, we are having some more golden tickets going out in our Valentine's Day mystery boxes. Those will be on the website probably in a week or 2. I'll let you know. But I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!